Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to unpack the new playbook for building a massively valuable company with a team of one, all powered by AI. We'll get into how to completely rethink growth, how to get your first customers before you've even built a thing, and then how to scale up into the millions without hiring an army of people.
So let's just start with this idea that sounds a little like science fiction, but is, believe me, happening right now. The one-person unicorn company. Look, the writing is on the wall. The future of business isn't about how many employees you have. It's about a single founder orchestrating a team of AI agents to do what used to take a whole building full of people.
And this isn't just a small tweak to the old way of doing things. No, this is a total rewrite of the rules. The old way, you just threw people at problems, which, let's be honest, just created more chaos and more complexity. The new way is to be a surgeon. You find the single biggest bottleneck, design an AI system to fix it, and then you watch your business actually get simpler as it gets bigger. Crazy, right?
Okay, let's get into it. We're going to walk through this whole 6-part strategy, and we'll start with the most critical piece, the mindset shift that makes all of this even possible. Then we'll hit the 5 tactical steps that'll take you from just an idea to a fully scaled up, automated business, basically run by your own private army of AI agents.
So before we get into the how, we have to lock in the who, and that's you. The most important step here is completely reframing your role as a founder. You've got to stop thinking like a manager of people and start thinking like a designer of systems.
Just think about that for a second. You're no longer the person answering support tickets or putting out fires all day. You are the architect. You're designing the machine that runs the machine. And what this does is it frees you up to focus only on the high-leverage, strategic stuff, while your automated system handles all the day-to-day grind.
Okay, with that new mindset locked in, let's get to our first action step. This is where so many aspiring founders get it completely wrong. They fall in love with some cool new technology or a clever little idea. But you know, successful founders? They fall in love with the customer's problem, and a really, really painful one at that. You know the difference, right? A vitamin is a nice to have. You might forget to take it. But a painkiller, you will crawl through traffic in a blizzard to get one. That's the kind of problem you're looking for. A burning, urgent need that people are already throwing money at to try and fix, even if the current solutions are just awful. That gap? Well, that's your opportunity.
So, here's your mission. Find that pain. First, pick a market that's growing, where things are changing. Second, call people in that market, not to sell them anything, but to learn. Ask them for advice. People love giving advice. And third, you have to do this with at least 10 different people. I guarantee, by the end of those calls, you'll have validated the problem and basically co-designed the solution with your future customers.
So you've zeroed in on the pain. Now every instinct in your body is going to be screaming, start building the software. You have to ignore that instinct. The absolute smartest, most efficient next step is to solve the problem by hand. This lets you perfect the whole process, and get this, you actually get paid to learn. Think about it. Before you can automate a workflow, you have to become an expert in it. There was this one founder who built a huge data platform, and he started by doing everything in a simple spreadsheet. He would manually clean his clients' data, find insights, and just send it to them. He validated his entire business model and got his first paying customers before a single line of code was ever written.
And here's the beautiful part. Selling that manual service is easy. You just need a simple one-page document with these 5 parts. You state their problem right back to them, you describe the promised land after you solve it, you give them a clear timeline, you tell them the price, and then you take away all the risk with a guarantee. It's an offer that's almost impossible to say no to. Okay, so you're getting paid, your manual workflow is humming along nicely. Now, finally, it's time to build the product, right? Well, not so fast. Before you build the real thing, you're going to build a fake one. Burn this into your brain, because complexity is your absolute worst enemy. So we fight it with something called a clickable prototype. Think of it like a movie trailer for your future product. It's a bunch of realistic-looking screens that are all linked together, but there's zero code behind them. It's the ultimate Wizard of Oz move. Looks real, but there's nothing behind the curtain.
And this process, it's unbelievably fast. You literally sketch the flow on a piece of paper, use an AI tool to turn that napkin sketch into a professional design in seconds, then you get 5 users on a video call and just watch them. The insights you get from those 5 conversations will save you 5 months of wasted engineering time. All right, you've validated your workflow, you've validated your user interface, you have now officially earned the right to actually build something. This is your minimum viable product, your MVP. And let's put all the emphasis on that first word, minimum.
Oh, the temptation to add just one more feature is so powerful. You have to fight it with everything you have. I mean, when Amazon first launched, it sold one thing: books. That's it. Your goal is not to build a Swiss Army knife. It's to build a scalpel that solves one problem for one type of person perfectly. Everything else is just a distraction.
Now here's where things get really wild. How do you actually build this MVP? Well, you can use these new AI app builders. You can write a simple prompt just like this one, describing your core promise, what screens you need, and, just as important, what to leave out. And the AI will generate a full-stack working application. What used to take a team of engineers months can now be done in minutes.
You did it. You have a real product. You have paying customers. Now comes the final step, and this is where this entire model truly comes alive: scaling up. But you're not going to be writing job descriptions. You're going to be writing prompts. You're going to scale with AI agents, not with employees.
And just look at how your role evolves on this path to 10 million. First, you're the doer, and you're just using AI like a superpowered intern. Then you become the system builder, automating entire chunks of your business, like support or onboarding. And the final form? You're the orchestrator, conducting this symphony of AI agents that runs the entire company, which frees you up to just think about what's next.
So, this right here, this is the new status symbol. Seriously, forget the big, fancy office and bragging about your headcount. The new flex is maximum leverage with minimum overhead. That is the new benchmark for a successful, modern business, period.
So, to wrap it all up, building a multi-million-dollar solo business isn't some fantasy, it's a formula. It all starts with that big mindset shift from manager to architect, and then you just follow the disciplined process. Find a real pain, solve it manually so you get paid to learn, prototype before you build, keep your product incredibly simple, and then scale with intelligence, not headcount. And that really leaves us with the ultimate question for this new era we're in. In a world where AI can build pretty much anything you can imagine, your greatest competitive advantage isn't your ability to build anymore. It's your wisdom in choosing what is worth building in the